Hi everyone, we've reached part 8 of our lessons on Byzantine characters. In this part, we're going to discuss characters that divide time. What I mean by this is instead of adding a beat to a note or character of quantity, we're going to be splitting the beat between two or more notes. So instead of multiplying in math, we're going to be dividing. Let's take a look. So we're going to be revisiting characters of time to kick this off. Remember these guys? These are the characters that add beats to notes. So the klasma and the appli here, either the klasma or the appli, they both add one beat to the note they affect. The dipli adds 2 and the tripli adds 3. That's not what we'll focus on in this video though. We're going to be focusing on characters that divide time. And I give you the gorgon. The gorgon, which is this guy right here. It looks like a little gamma, Greek letter gamma, or gamma in Greek. And it divides time in Byzantine music by 2. So when you want to chant 2 notes in one beat, you will see this symbol over the second of the 2 notes in the music. So the gorgon affects the note it's on and the note preceding it. For you musicians out there that understand music theory, we're in effect creating an 8th note. So if a quarter note takes 1 beat, it's going to be divided in half, and 2 notes in 1 beat, those are 8th notes. So let's try a couple of exercises with this, with the gorgon. Before we do that, here's kind of a visual example of what I'm talking about. So the gorgon is on top of this ison, and it's actually affecting both of these notes, the one preceding it as well. And you're basically containing 2 isons in 1 beat. Now we will continue with exercise 24. So we have a series of gorga here, and it looks like they're pretty much all affecting almost every single note in this exercise. Let's see what it looks like. Ni, 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 pa, 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 vu, 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 ga, 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 vi, 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 ga, 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 vu, 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 pa, 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 ni, 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 ni. So if you notice, there were 2 notes here that actually were not affected by the gorgon. Those ones you had to hold out. These guys right here. They took on regular beats. So whereas 1 beat was held within these 2 notes here, 1 beat is held within this note because there's no gorgon here. And similarly, there's no gorgon on this apostrophos, so this is also held out a full beat. But the apostrophos is affected by the gorgon on this ison marking. So these 2 notes are held in 1 beat. So 1 beat, 1 beat, 1 beat, pretty much all the way through. 1 beat, 1 beat, 1 beat, 1 beat, 1 beat, 1 beat there, another beat here, and then finally back to our 8th notes. 1 beat, 1 beat, 1 beat, 1 beat, 2 beats because of the klasma. So why don't we try this exercise, and I'm going to leave the laser pointer up since this is a new concept for us of dividing time, and you can see where exactly I am in the music as I'm chanting. Ni pa pa ni pa vu vu pa vu ga ga vu ga vi vi ga vi ke vi ke vi vi ga vu ga Now for this exercise, I did slow the tempo down a little bit compared to other exercise we've done in this course. And that is just to help illustrate the difference in tempo between these notes, and of course these notes as well. So in this phrase, let's look at this phrase and dissect it a little bit. So we have the ison marking here. We know that it gets its own note, or its own beat rather, because there's no gorgon over this, and of course there's no klasma over it, so one beat given to the ni here. The oligon here is affected by this gorgon on this succeeding note, which indicates that these two notes are going to be held within one beat. And so the klasma over this note indicates that we should hold this one out an extra beat. So we have one beat, and then two beats. One beat, contained right there.